Hey folks, Lana here, coming at you with some more thoughts from Gabor Mate's Myth of Normal book. You're going to get used to and recognize this outfit because I had a lot to say today in terms of the chapters that I was getting through. I have a goal for myself to finish the book by the end of this week, so I am reading more and taking notes, and I think this second half of the book, it's getting into more of the practical applications of his perspectives, and so this is probably why I also have more to say. But I was reading one of the chapters, and he was talking about he was talking about compassionate inquiry and it being a tool that he teaches to therapists, but also his clients, and how it's basically all about being compassionate with yourself as you explore why the way that you are in a open and non-judgmental way. And that's where the inquiry part comes. It's not just about letting yourself feel the feelings that are coming up or whatever. It's also digging deeper into, why is this coming up for me? Why, I feel this tension in my body. What is it telling me? Where could it be coming from? And he shares some sort of journal prompts that are helpful in identifying some of this stuff that comes up. And it's mainly around, saying no, actually. And I'll pop the questions below. I might give them a go myself. But what I wanted to talk about, so we talking about compassionate inquiry, which is really just about better understanding yourself, like a supportive friend. That's how I interpret it. But then he went into talking about personalities and our personalities, and how oftentimes we look at our personalities as unchangeable. Like, that's just how you are, you're born this way, yada yada yada. But what is a more accurate view is that our personalities are actually just adaptations it's us creating behaviors that are adaptations to living in this world. It's socialized, really. And a lot of it comes from internalized thoughts about ourselves and the world and other people. Yeah. But I just thought that was really interesting because I think I have fallen into that thinking trap in the past. Thinking that even that personality traits of my parents were going to be bestowed upon me whether I liked it or not. And this perspective really brings back a lot of agency, because it's no, you come into this world this kind of this clean slate. That's how I think of it. And then your environment shapes you. It's not like you're necessarily going to be hardwired to be self-protective or shy or whatever it is, angry. And so, and this reminds me of another podcast I was listening to, where they're talking about how isn't it a great thought to know that, we taught ourselves sometimes some really negative thought patterns or behaviors or coping mechanisms, but knowing that we taught ourselves those, or we took them on, we started doing them, and often out of protection, we are protecting ourselves, we can teach ourselves new ways of being, new ways of thinking, and new behaviors that are more positive. And so I think that just really relates to what Gabor was talking about, in that you may think that you are, I'm just stubborn. I'm a stubborn person. I'm always going to be a little bit difficult, whatever. That's the way it is. Or, yeah, I don't know. I know I'm thinking about shyness, but I'm a really quiet person. I'm shy. I'm afraid of people. I don't know. I don't don't feel comfortable in my own skin, whatever it is. Somebody probably made you feel like you needed to be small, or you couldn't take up space, or that became your way of coping with the world around you. One, be proud of yourself, or just celebrate that you've been getting through life the way you know how. And now you have the agency to ask yourself, well, one, you've recognized the behavior, you've identified where it may have came from, you've given yourself grace, and those who have hurt you grace, and grieve and do all those things. And now it's, is there a better way? Is there another way I would like to live my life and show up in this world? And that's where I think some of that whole process, I think, is compassionate inquiry. And then it's like looking at ourselves as not this fixed personality. If everything else in life, like, and it makes total sense, and I'm like, why have I thought so rigidly about myself? Because nature evolves, like the world evolves, society changes and evolves, so why not us too, and our personalities? So yeah, I don't know, that was kind of encouraging, and like, okay, I need to shift some things in my mind. So maybe it'll help you and make you, and I don't know, allow yourself some more grace, or allow a little bit more of like flexible thinking around, or create more flexible beliefs for yourself in that, your behaviors and characteristics, personality characteristics, don't need to define you, and they can change. Obviously, all that requires work and persistence, but our brains are plastic. You know, they're adaptable. We can create new neural pathways, and so, you know, we can do this. We can do this, and that awareness, the awareness and the willingness to accept our own agency are a big part of that. Yeah. I mean, if you're watching my content, you probably are somebody who already wants to do those things and be intentional about their life and improving. So, yeah. And if you're not, I'm super curious why you watch my videos. I'd love to know why people watch my videos anyways. It's a lot of me just speaking into the expanse. But, you know, it's got to go out somewhere. This is my mode. Alright, folks, that's it. I'm going to enjoy some tunes on my drive home. I am done jabbering on about my learnings of the day. See you in the next one. Bye.